evening, everyone. Welcome to the Smerd 2022 Pitch Competition. My name is Amai Guzman, and I'm the president of our Entrepreneurship Club. Behind me is my amazing e-board, and they will introduce themselves in a few minutes. So about 1 year ago today, we were approached to do this competition, and although we have no experience with this competition, and none of us have competed in it, we were super nervous. But after bouncing a lot of ideas off of each other and really working hard this past year to make this competition what it is right now, it's been a really exciting time. So this semester, our participants attended 5 workshops where they worked extremely hard to develop their business ideas. We started with going over the value proposition, sales and marketing, revenue generation, and polishing their pitch decks. We had amazing workshop leaders, and they worked extremely hard to get to this final stage. So although we had many great teams that worked throughout this semester, we've narrowed it down to around 5 finalists. So that's what this competition is tonight. These 5 finalists will pitch to you, and each of them will have up to 7 minutes to present, which will be followed by Q&A from our judges right here. Welcome. Now I'll pass it on to our e-board to introduce all of them. Go ahead.
Hi everyone, I'm Julia Monson, I'm the executive assistant. I just want to say thank you all for coming. These teams have worked really hard over 5 consecutive weeks, and I'm excited for you guys to see your ideas.
Good night, everyone. My name is Krista Calhoun, and I'm in charge of social media and community engagement. Over the past 5 weeks, as Julia stated, these teams worked really hard on their presentations and pitching these events and hope for speed, money, and I can't wait for you guys to see what they come.
Hello, I'm Smerd. I'm treasurer. Welcome, and thank you guys for coming. Hello, everybody. So my name is Matt Cordell. I'm the vice president of the club. Thank you all for coming out. As we've mentioned, these teams have worked incredibly hard over the past 5 weeks, and I'm honored to work with this group of people and all of our contestants, and I can't wait to see what they do tonight.
So we also just wanted to take a moment to give a special congratulations to Professor Saskia to come up. She recently got awarded this week the Smerd Professorship in Innovation and Entrepreneurship. So her dedication to being an amazing professor, with helping everyone and every little question we've had the past year in terms of a club or advising, pretty much every single thing we could think of, she has been there to answer us. We are not only better students, but better young professionals because of her guidance. Her constant commitment to helping the club and all the students has made her, in our opinion, one of the best professors at this school. So please join me in giving her a
Good evening, everyone. I paid them to say so thank you so much. I want to say a few words about the Smerd pitch competition and why it's called Smerd. It's because it is sponsored by Peter Smerd, our generous sponsor. Thanks to his generosity, our top 2 teams tonight are going to walk away with cash prizes. So let's please give him a round of applause and thank you. And I will also steal a moment to introduce our wonderful judges who will help us select the top 2 winning teams. I'll start from left to right. We have Gerald Longobardi with us. Gerald is a managing partner and CEO of the Longobardi Group in North Haven. And he's also now an instructor at the Pompey College of Business, teaching the USA 1000, our introductory course. Gerald, thank you for being with us and welcome. Next to Gerald, we have Mary Beth Perry. She is a serial entrepreneur and alum of the university, much like Gerald. And she has a lot of experience in industry, worked in Oracle, among other companies. And she's working currently in her new startup. So Mary Beth, thank you so much for being here. And last but not least, we have with us Jamie Scott. He's the executive vice president of Air Handling Systems, and he's also serving as the executive director of Manufacturer Cities. Thank you so much, Jamie, for being here. And with that, before we kick it off with our first presentation, I want to welcome our wonderful team, Dean Kench, for a welcome and introductory remarks.
Jamie he's also an alum, so we've got 3 alums as judges, which is great. So this is a bit of a dream come true, right? So we've been trying to create an entrepreneurship student club. So thank you to the e-board for your fantastic work. So and really make the club the leader in creating this pitch event. And so we've been at it for a number of years, and this is really the first, I hope, of many years where the club is leading this effort, because I think it's a spectacular thing that you're doing. So I also want to thank Dr. Kozmadou for taking the lead and being the faculty sponsor and doing all the amazing things that we're doing to make this event. Thank you to the judges, of course, and thank you all for being here. We really, I think, are excited to hear what's coming with these 5 pitches and see if we can change a few lives tonight.
Thank you, Dean French. I think we can kick it off with our first presentation, Team Zootopia.
Good evening, everyone. We are Zootopia. We help international students in getting their long-term rental accommodations when they travel to a new country. Myself, Rupesh. I'm the co-founder and CEO. I've started a couple of startups previously, and I've worked in a couple of startups which are backed by SoftBank and Airbnb. He is my co-founder and CTO, Harsha. He has worked as full-stack developer in Cognizant, and he builds MVPs for startups. You might think international housing is a solved problem, but if you are having a family member who is studying abroad, you know it's not true. Like international students, they're not having an easy platform to book a long-term rental accommodation with the landlords or purpose-built student housing accommodation. This is mainly due to the lack of credit history or SSN in that particular country. And there are housing management firms where they are charging anywhere between $75 to $100, and they are taking long-term for getting an accommodation. And there are housing brokers where they charge anywhere between $2,000 to $3,000 as a brokering fee. And there are online marketplaces such as Facebook and fake websites where students are thinking that they are going to get accommodation and they are paying the amount through PayPal or something, and they are getting scammed. And based on our survey, what we have done for around more than 170 students, we got to know that more than 52% of the students find this very difficult to get an accommodation, and more than 26% find it difficult to get an accommodation. And the solution, what we are offering is, we are building a platform where students can book an accommodation within minutes. And students can book an accommodation before reaching the country. And how are we going to do it? We are helping the students by assessing their past credit history, and we are going to report it to the landlords in a particular country where they are traveling to, and they can book the housing accommodation based on the credit history of the past country. And the value proposition, we are assessing the credit score before they reach the country, and we are minimizing the search time, and we are minimizing the loss of amount through the scams or something, but for the students. And also we are going to list only the verified sites, and we are going to verify the listings and of the landlords which are going to be on our site. And when it comes to the competition analysis, we are while our competition is playing a red ocean, we are building a blue ocean strategy where convenience and affordability is the main thing for us. And when it comes to the competitive advantage, we are the first to market to offer end-to-end solution of bookings for the international students. And students can book before reaching their destination. And apart from that, we are assessing the credit score, and we are helping the international students in building the credit score in a new country. We are going to report their transactional rental history to the TransUnion in a new country. And we are going to list verified profiles, and we are going to offer flexible leases, and also we are going to offer opening of new bank accounts and mobile networks for the students before reaching the country itself. And based on our survey, more than 75% of the students want to book house before they reach the country. And coming to the market size, more than 5 million students go across countries every year to pursue their education. This is according to statistia.com, and this is expected to be reaching more than 7 million by the year of 2030. And coming to the students who are living outside of the campus, it is almost like 86% according to research.com. And when it comes to the market size, exact market size, more than $40 billion is spent by the students for the housing. When it comes to the RAM, it's almost $4 billion. When it comes to the SAM, it's almost about $2.8 billion. And we are addressing a SOM of $280 million, which is of 10% of the SAM. And coming to the go-to-market strategy, we are going to follow bullseye framework, where we are going to focus on 3 main channels, that is partnerships. We are going to partner up with the consulting firms and micro-influencers, where majority of the students are coming from and majority of the students are consuming their content. And coming to the social media, we are going to follow Airbnb's approach of dual listing on Facebook. When the students click on the Facebook, they are going to redirect to our site, and we are going to get the traffic in that way. And we are going to play a long-term content marketing strategy. And coming to the events, we are going to conduct and attend events such as educational fairs and student meetups. And coming to the business model, we are going to make 10% commission from every monthly transaction from the students to the landlords. Also, we are going to make 10% cut from the initial booking from the student. And also, we are going to offer monthly student subscription for the productive services and offerings which are going to be listed on our site. And also, we are going to make revenue from banks, mobile networks, and e-commerce platforms, where they can list their offerings and they can target their niche customers through our platform. And coming to our business forecast, we are aiming a exponential increase in revenue and net income. We are going to do that by exponentially increasing our business expansions one university at a time. That's it.
We are currently bootstrapped. Out of the funds, 6,000, we'll use 22% for product development, 32 for market strategies, and 46 for operations. This is the roadmap of our first initial 6 months of our startup. In November, we are going to plan fundraising. In the month of December, we'll launch beta, and in the month of January, we'll include new features to our website. In the month of February, we'll do partnership with the other companies, and in the March, we'll hire staff. In the month of April, we'll expand our company to the other universities. In the month of May, we'll raise money for further improvement of our project. This is the MVP of our project. Please scan this barcode. It will redirect to our website. You can go through the features. This is the domain name, and we already applied for the Y Combinator. You can. We are awaiting for the results. Come join us in helping international students to get their accommodation easily. Thank you.
Thank you, Team Zootopia. Let's hear from the judges. Presentation. I'll just bring the microphone.
Hey guys, can you go back to slide 10 for me, please? Did you guys have realistic, like a ramp up? I think if you go to maybe slide 11, you guys talk month to month. Yeah, what's your total, so your total cost of app build out, building out overseas here?
Yeah,
How would you build it out?
Yeah, we are building in-house only. He's the technical guy. He builds it, and we have almost spent $150 on the product development as of now. Because we are already having more than $3,000 of AWS credits, which we got through the startup, and we are also having AWS credits, and we are also having more than $200,000 of Azure and Google Cloud credits, which they are offering for the startups, and we are also having CRM software, where we are going to take from HubSpot.
You have a lot of great stuff to say.
Yeah.
Slow down a little bit, because I like what I'm hearing, so just don't be nervous, go slow. So 200,000 Google
plus Azure
credits, okay, on advertising for what?
for hosting. For hosting.
Just
services.
hosting? Okay,
Yeah,
that's a lot of hosting money. Build out and ramp up. You have any friendly parties using it now? Any alpha, beta testing? Any pilot programs?
Yeah, we have the thing what we have launched is MVP, and users can just go through the website and they can start booking also. There is a complete workflow model where the students can or the customers can just go through it. It's a complete functional model which we have launched already.
Okay. Is there any users right now? Any friendly parties or
Based on our research, we have the users and customers data where students are ready to take our service, but we have not listed the actual houses on the site.
Yeah.
When we start listing and when we register the company, people will come in because we are having the data and we are having the pipeline customers.
So having spent a lot of my own money on building out software, a lot, I could see your numbers are a little thin on ramp up expenses. but I like what I see. And your time frame on ramp up is just 1 year. Is that what you guys are? Is this just a 1 year model?
Yeah, we are having 6 months runway, and we have not spent any money on the product development or not. We have spent only on the domain purchase and few integrations on all, because we are having all these credits for free. The AWS and Microsoft Azure and GCP.
Dr. Marks will tell you there's nothing for free. Right? You know, all right, one last question, and I'll pass the mic over. Have you done any comparative shopping with local landlords about them wanting to give up the 10% versus a 5% commission they would typically get from, typically be charged from, not a management company, broker would charge 5%?
Exactly. Yeah, we have spoke to a couple of landlords and management firms also. They're taking anywhere between 5% to 10%, and it depends from the area to area. And if it is close to the university and if it is a good property, we might take only 5%. And if it is of far property and if you are going to get the customer where they are not coming, it might go up to 10%.
So your answer to the landlord would be, we're giving you credentialed tenants, right? Pre-qualified credentialed tenants?
Exactly.
Yeah? Okay. All right, thanks.
Can you expand a little bit on how you're validating the landlord?
Yeah, we are verifying the landlord based on the local government agencies. There are three resources, and we can just go to the government agencies and we can refer based on their location, latitude, longitude, who is the landlord, is a legit one or not. Based on that, we are going to verify it. And Zillow is doing the same thing. That's what we are going to do.
Okay. And then, can you expand a little bit on how you're developing relationships with the universities and how this big university is partnership, or how is that relationship?
Yeah. Coming to the university partnership, we have already spoke to our university's management, the dean, and other campus deans also. Like based on their report, they're willing to take this idea once it is completely completed, functional, and once the landlords and the registration is completed, they are willing to partner with us. And we have spoke to other countries' students and their universities also. They are also telling that they have this problem. They are willing to partner up with us if we are building the right solution for it. Yeah.
Is there a geography that you're targeting first?
Yeah. As of now, we are going to target only the Connecticut state.
Okay.
Yeah, we are going to expand one at a time.
So, from a marketing perspective, can you tell me a little bit about the name and what the name means and how that relates to your product?
The startup name?
The Zootopia.
Yeah, we have inspired this name from the movie Zootopia. That's all about a small guy coming from a small town, being an underdog, coming to a global stage and playing very well. That's what we are doing. We want to play underdog game, and we want to expand this thing for universe.
Great, thank you. And how about competition? Is there other competitors in this marketplace, and how are you addressing that?
Yeah, we are having the competitors, mainly the management firms and the fake websites, few are listed. How we are going to tackle those is like we are listing only the verified profiles, and we are not taking the rentals completely from the students. What it is happening before, like the students were asked to pay complete amount before reaching the country to PayPal or something, they're getting scammed. What we are doing is, we are not going to take the complete amount. We are going to take a initial booking amount somewhere between 10% to 20% of the students, and it's completely refundable. Once they take the accommodation, we are going to take the complete amount. That's how we are going to do.
Great. And just the last question.
No.
In reference to, you mentioned helping them build their credit score. How do you help them build their credit score?
We are going to report their rental transactions to the TransUnion. It's already been done by a startup by the name Zoll. It's reporting the international student credit history to the TransUnion, and it's helping them to build the credit score in our neighboring countries.
More just inquiry rather than a question. So can you flip through the last couple slides back forward rather? What is your particular ask? That's what we're on for. Okay. Keep going. One more. No. All right. Thank you. All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
so much, Team Zootopia. I think we are ready to move on to the next team, Fitbox.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Vamshi. So my product name is Fitbox. Fitbox is both a hardware and software product. In a nutshell, it's a smart AI wellness trainer. I'm the product owner of it. So this is a small team. Myself, Vamshi Krishna, along with the other co-founder Nilesh. He's not here today, and we are both we both have bachelors in computer science, and he has in electrical engineer. And our company name is Habitant. So let's talk about the problem statement. In the 21st century, people are constantly busy with their lifestyle. Because of that, they do not. Because of that, they are busy with their life schedules. They get stressed easily, and their mood swings are very variant. So people are not able to participate in the fitness activity, and fitness is kind of very expensive. So we wanted to bring a solution for that. So I'm proposing today a home fitness gadget, which will act like a 3-in-1 solution for yoga, meditation, as well as general calisthenics thing. It acts like a motivator, and we are using a habit forming technology so that it's so our product vision. We aim to develop the home fitness revolution with the help of our handy gadget thing all around the world. This is a conceptualized product image, and it's a hardware product where you have sensors like camera and everything. You do exercise in front of it. And our value proposition. So I have categorized my value proposition into software and hardware. So we'll be using a gamification concept to provide a best service to the audience. We'll be using motion tracking technology, and the audience will get the data reports in form of dashboards and everything. Coming to the hardware, we are like patent free as of now, but we'll be pitching with a intelligent firmware OS, and we'll have a cross-functional support. So that you can use it for Android, iOS, and TVs as well. You will be equipping with hardware sensors and lasers. So competitors, I have categorized competitors into 2 types: direct and indirect competitors. Insane and fitness yoga, fit yoga. So they both work in the fitness industry, whereas Insane works with the gamified features, and yoga works only on the yoga spectrum, and these are their financials and reviews as well. And indirect competitors, the top 3 performing people are like Home Fitness, Strava, Workit. These are kind of oldish because they are block-based applications, and they do not have minimal features. They have minimal features, and they do not have motion tracking technology, and their financials are as follows. So let's talk about the business case study. From 2019 to 2020, the fitness industry has grown from $160 billion to $435, and there is no sign of stopping. If we compare it to the USA, from 2021, it has grown from $35 billion to 2022, it is up to like $36. Let's talk about the marketing plan. Like any company, we also have like a marketing plan of social media promotion. We'll be using influencer marketing, and we'll be using App Store optimization techniques so that we get better audience and free users. We'll be using state-of-the-art strategies like viral loops, discount and coupons like Uber and other companies use to acquire the audience. So let's talk about the revenue model. For the software, we'll be using a software as a subscription model. From the paid users, we are expecting to get off from the video advertisements and banner advertisements. For the hardware product itself, we'll be selling off into the e-commerce space or in the retail space like Walmart and everything. So let's talk about the financial forecastings. So from the launch of the product, even if acquire like 50,000 users per month, and if we have free users and paid users with like 25% and 10% of conversion, roughly we are expected to grow up to like $70,000 per month, and these are the projections. So from the funds which I win from this competition, I'll be paying a minimum payments to the developer, and 80 to 95% of it will be spent on social media for the ads and promotions, mainly like Instagram and Snapchat. And with that, we'll be also improving our algorithms to have state-of-the-art technology. So let's talk about the roadmap. So software, hardware, and metaverse. So software phase is almost like 95% completed. We have algorithms, designs, or testing and everything. We are expected to launch in next 2 to 3 months. So once we validate the software part, then we'll be digging deep into hardware. Right now we don't have any patent, but once the software is validated, we'll be directly going with the patent thing and legal stuff, and we'll be launching it in the e-commerce space. So the plan after like 2 + 4, the next 3 years is like metaverse. Metaverse is like huge thing. People who ever do the exercises, they do it in the metaverse space. So you can trade your NFTs and Fitbox thing in the metaverse space as well. So the growth, what I see is people want to do exercise, and we wanted to make it fun, and also to earn money from out of it. So we are also thinking to get into blockchain space, where we'll be hosting a coin called Fitbox Plus currency in it, and there is a short video demo reel which I wanted to showcase. So this is our product, like which we already conceptualized. It's in the 3.5 speed X, where you select the modes and exercises and everything. So once you select the product and you go into it, it loads in the cloud, and the real fun happens now. So it takes the sensor movement, like right now the guy is doing the squats, it's doing everything in real time, and it goes back into the history part of it, like where you can check whatever you did. We have used a Stripe model as a test to validate the subscription base. So this is like a quick intro, and thank you.
So, just a quick question, what is the feedback mechanism? So you have the hardware piece, what is the feedback and how is that motivating for something like the
So we are using algorithms like OpenCV algorithms to do the real-time thing. I come from the gaming background, so I'm inculcating the gamification concepts to it so that it promotes a better thing. So we'll be using sensors and cameras to use it for the betterment in forms of habit.
And is there somebody who's competing with you in that space as far as like the feedback and?
Yeah. Actually, the Insane and the Fit Yoga, they recently started it. Even they are in like the funding stages and everything. And so the space is like really huge as of now. And yeah, there is a clear-cut competition.
Right, thanks, Sam. That was great. 2 questions I had. You didn't really clearly identify your customer acquisition costs, like how are you going to ramp up customer base?
So we are going with the social media channels. Let's say like if we spend like a $10 from a customer, we are expecting to fetch it about like $120 per year. So we also have a dynamic pricing. Even if the user doesn't want to pay like $10 per month, it's like you can use like coupons for everything. At least we take like $1. So roughly, even if you have like 50K users and like $100 spending, so something like 5,000 per person.
So you don't have like a premium?
It's a premium thing actually.
Okay. And then secondly, more of a statement than a question. I'm known for these. You might want to file a provisional patent if that data you showed on the screen is real, or is it just a graphic?
It's a real, like it's still in the development. If you want, you can try it. I haven't happened.
Oh, no, but so if it's your algorithm, if it's your design, I recommend filing a provisional patent.
Yes. So before we even started to go to software, we had an idea of proof of concept. So we use like Arduino, Raspberry Pi to validate it. So the thing is like as of now there is like you need to build your own hardware for it to have. For example, as a human eye, you need like 30 to 40 frames of things to see the motion picture. But if you use like an old like hardware, it is giving like only like 15 frames per second. So
it doesn't need to be functional to file a provisional. That's all.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, if you could just go back to that slide on the paid versus free and just explain that model. touched on the funding side slide. You had the 80 versus free. I was just wondering if you could just explain that a little bit more. Yes.
So after the launch, like every month, even if we get like a funnel of 50K users, and in that like 25% of users, if they are like paid users, and for every ad if they watch it, it costs like 0.02 cents. So the 25% of 50K, which is like 12,500 per month every day, it costs like 7,500. And that 50K users, at least like 10K of the people, 10K of the people, they come and purchase, and in that 10%, like this is like 1,000, and the base price if you have like 9.99 cents. So that would equally cost around like 9,900. So the cumulative expected thing is something like 18,000. So this is something like with the base model thing. We also have a pricing from 999 to like 120. So this is like in a nutshell, I wanted to say like rather than going high level projections, so in the base level at the ground.
What is your cost to build the actual box, and how will you monetize the box?
As of
Other
now,
than subscription, how are you gonna pay for that? The compound model is failing, how are you gonna pay for the box?
as of now, we haven't built a hardware. So as I'm always mentioning constantly, it's a hardware and software product. So once we launch the software, if we don't see value, we'll scrap it at the hardware.
But don't you require the hardware?
No, not right now. We are using it in the mobile phone.
Okay, so I'm a bit confused. So you were showing a piece of hardware, but you're only using this concept on a mobile phone.
Yeah, it's a hardware come software, but right now we are only working on software part.
Okay.
And once we validate the software thing is working, we'll be investing into the hardware.
So
as
that would
of
almost be like at the end of your deck to say, here's the algorithm we're building, here's what the algorithm can do, here's how we're going to monetize the algorithm, and oh, by the way, phase 2, ramp after the ramp, and we get customer, we're going to have this box.
yeah, first we
So I
want,
was confused.
first we want to validate it. Yeah, first we want to validate it. If it's like a no sign, then there is no time spending on the hardware side of it.
Okay.
So yeah.
It's an interesting concept. If you get a chance to propose this to someone else again, practice first.
And we will continue with our third participant and presenter, Party Bob.
So, first of all, a very good evening to all respected judges, dignitaries, and everyone. My name is Rishabh, and my company name is partybuff.com, and we truly believe in partying style. Let me ask you a very interesting question. When was the last time you all celebrated birthday or anniversary or maybe any other party? But shockingly, there are 350,000 people that celebrate throw party in the United States daily. According to a report by Business in 2021, it says that 71% of them find it difficult to plan a party. So where the thing is going bad, why is it an issue? So we conducted a market survey with more than 120 plus people, and Monica was one of them. So Monica is a resident of New Jersey, and this is her story. So Monica was planning to have a party decor for her daughter, 4-year-old daughter, and this is how she booked the decor. She contacted the vendor 1 on WhatsApp, vendor 2 on Instagram, and vendor 3 on TikTok. And then these vendors provided some photos as an option to select. Now, whole day, Monica was chatting with all the vendors, asking, giving all the requirements, multiple times. The same thing doing the multiple times, and it was creating a lot of time consumption. And at the end, she only got 5 to 10 options. So this problem was okay, but the next problem was more painful. She selected this decoration. Look at that. This was one of the gorgeous decoration it is, right? And we all know different homes have different wall background. Behind me it's the greenery. Beside on the floor, on the picture it is the red backdrop, right? But what she got when the decoration happens is this. Oh, so this decoration is definitely not looking good because the color of the balloons is not coming out that great. on the white surface. And this, the difference between shown and actual delivered is one of the biggest problem what customer is facing right now in the party decor service market. And we at Partybub.com has come up with the solution. Partybub.com is a new age party decor booking website where you can have hundreds of designs at the same place, and you can choose from kids to adults and pets also. We all love pets also. We will celebrate the pet's birthday also. And also you can book your decor in just 2 minutes. Whether earlier it was taking 2 days or 3 days to book, and here you can just book your decor in 2 minutes. The numerous options are available, easy to use interface. Even a 7-year-old kid can go and select the decor and will tell their parents, oh, I want this in my the next birthday. Decor and party supply is one place, but the decor visualization technology that we have created, we have built in-house, that is incredible. Let me show you a demo how it works. Let me show you how easily I am able to visualize my decoration. Without getting the decoration, I am able to visualize it. And you can see, this is a blue backdrop is not looking good, right? Let me just change the camera angle to the white surface, and let's see how this decor is looking. By the way, this is the Bergami Hall at the ground floor. Yeah, you can see that. How beautiful and gorgeous this decor is looking. This power of looking at the decor before buying it, it's game changing. Taking the customer satisfaction to the next level. It's also good the customer confidence with the company and product. And incredible customer experience, because we are in the 21st century. Party decoration is just not about just a party decoration or celebration. It has become a style statement. It has become a fashion statement and quick decision making. Earlier it was taking 3 days to book a decor. Now in just a few minutes we are done. Our value proposition revolves on we are providing actually hassle-free solution and one-stop destination for all kinds of party decoration, but with a tinge of technology. Our target audience is definitely from 60 to 50 years because of the purchasing power, but from 9-year-old kids to 91-year-old grandma, we all love to celebrate our day. Our market segment, we as a company have planning to cater the market from a small budget, mid-budget, and upper mid-budget. According to our market research, the market has grown from $4 billion to $8 billion with a CAGR of 8.2%. And 38% of the whole market is within the United States. But shockingly, there is one point. In 2014, there was 120,000 businesses. But in 2021, just tracked to 70,000. So what was the reason that the main business erosion? The reason was very simple. The customer satisfaction. The customer that what they want, they were not getting from the decor service provider. Our revenue streams consist of two majorities. We are getting the most of our revenues from the party decoration services, where we are taking the 50 to 20% of the party decor, and our sales of the online kits, subscription, and the goodies bags are the other number. Our marketing plan, we are infuse our creative capabilities into the marketing plan. We have established our brand on internet through SEOs. We are targeting our geographical with social media marketing with the help of influencers. And I'm very happy to say that we already have more than 12,000 active followers on Instagram right now through this. And talking about the local goods, we are trying to collaborate with party venues and party halls where generally the party decoration happens, and finding the customer, because the guest who will come to the customer house will be our next potential guest, and we are targeting them with referral marketing. Our growth, this is something I'm a little proud of. We started this as a pilot project in 2020 in India. We have served more than 250 customers as of now, and we have made sales of 300,000 Indian rupees, which translated $5,000, and we have sold more than 150 DIY kits. And customers are literally loving us. We have 4.9 star out of 5 on Google platform. These are our financials, which started with the 40 number of bookings to we are forecasting to 250 in 2023 and then on 2024. We ask the funds that we have been getting, that we will be utilizing 50% of the funds on the operation expenses to onboard 15 to 20 decor partners in the next 1 year in New Jersey and New York. The 25% we will be using for deploying our marketing strategy, and the next 25% we will be purchasing our Azure server for our technical need to expand. So what makes us different? So definitely the first will be determination to change the people, how people experience decoration. Other than that, our customer experience, and strong social media presence that we have. That really makes us different. Thank you so much for giving me this wonderful opportunity. Please join me and let's make people party in style. Thank you. Thank you.
For your presentation, let's hear from the judges.
Very impressive. Thank you for your presentation. The customer service side, having hosted a party with this late, that's always a challenge. And so I'm just curious how you address the customer service side because it's vitally important when you're working with third-party providers.
Yes. So for this step, we have created a two-step process. The first step process is with on the website only, because when you are going on our website, you will be getting all the information at the same time. What will be the size of the decor, what the size of the decor that will be needed, and other information also. And other than that, we have our customer service center. So for any kind of challenges that the customer is facing in terms of the colors they want to use, the most of the problem can be solved with the help of our decor visualization technology. But other than also, like we are having 50 number of guests and we want one more decoration. So we have established one customer service, and most of the time I take this call as we are starting. Yeah.
Thank you.
So when you take that call, what are they calling about?
So it started with me only. When I was kid, my mother used to do a decoration that was really awful. I never had to take photos in that because the reason was at my home the background was pink and the decoration was not very good. So it started from there. But frankly, for the last 4 and 5 years, I have been working in this, and I believe that in the whole history, in the future, nothing will sustain. Everything will vanish, but there will be one thing that will continue to be there, that is emotion, that is celebration between humanity, and that's the one thing that I am, moving forward to. Thank you. Yeah.
Thanks. I love your energy, and obviously your head salesman as well. So I'm a bit unclear about your financials, and I just because it's here at a rubric, I want to take a look at it. This is a great visualization session that I got. So I like the concept. I think sometimes your customer acquisition costs can eat up, especially when you're doing software-based models. So you might want to kind of relook at that. And do you have any?
No, actually, as of now, that on the software front, the most of our expenses are not related to the technology that we build. Actually, personally I have built that, so we have not included that expenses, and only the website development and the yearly maintenance of the website.
Customer acquisition costs, like cost.
Okay.
To the company per customer, since you have some pilots of some friendly parties, maybe a rough customer acquisition cost.
Yes, so we are doing our marketing on Instagram, and we are doing like monthly, it is like 2,000 rupees, which is roughly around $200. And we are getting like investing like $200, we are getting the customer amount to 50 to 60. That are translating to investing $200, we are getting like $1,500 of businesses from there.
Okay, so you might want to adjust your numbers accordingly, right?
Okay.
For customer acquisition costs on that side. And the commissions, you said, I think it was 15 to 25% from the
Yes, the decor service.
either retailer or distributor that
This will be the decor partner, the small service provider that we have. Like for example, New Haven, there is one service provider at Orange, near Orange, and so yeah.
and you've kind of piloted that, you've tested
Yes.
that, you know that that's a reasonable fee to take.
Yes, because what we have understand that because those service providers are getting less number of orders in a day, right? And that's why they are charging a lot to the customers. So when we are providing when they will onboard on our website, what will happen? They will start getting the more number of orders. That's what happens on Amazon and different aggregator websites. And this will help us to lower down the cost, and that's why we are.
So you're going to do additional volume so that the lower.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Paribas. We will have two more presentations. We will continue with Aiden and On the Go.
So how's everyone doing?
Great.
Hope everyone's having a great day. My name is Aiden Dowsett, and I'm here to present my idea, On the Go. We're solving problems of money-hungry students, one delivery at a time. So who am I? As I said before, my name is Aiden Dowsett. I'm a junior studying business management. What is the problem? Students struggle to find time to get a job while at school, and it leaves them with no income. Many students don't have cars to get these off-campus jobs, and there's only a limited amount of jobs on campus. With that, students miss out on meals due to their schedules, and it affects their daily health. How do I know that? Personal experience. Coming into freshman year, I really wanted to get a job, but balancing the new lifestyle with sports and clubs just wasn't the right fit, and I couldn't find time to do it. What is the solution? Providing students the opportunity using a mobile application, working their own hours, letting them be their own boss, delivering on-campus food options to other students no matter where they are on campus, ensuring that students will never miss a meal again. So this would be a rough demo of the app. Hopefully it's a little prettier, but you have your on-campus food options, WOW, Bartels, and FOD. Gives you the option to order, deliver, payment, and settings. What is the value proposition? On-campus food service for college students who will be able to work their own hours and, like I said, never miss a meal again. It's exclusively offered to students using a meal plan to safely order food from campus favorites. What is the competitive advantage? Uber Eats, DoorDash, Grubhub. We've all heard of them. We've all used them. But you don't know who's coming to your campus. You don't know who's delivering your food, and that's why I mentioned the word safely before. With On the Go, it's another trusted student at your university. It's exterior restaurants only, where On the Go is exclusively on campus. If I want to get something from WOW, I can't go on my Uber Eats app and then have someone deliver it to me. That's just not how it works. It's also expensive. On the Go uses your prepaid meal plan, and so you don't have to use actual money, where if you have no income, how much can you really spend? Also, delivery robots. A lot of schools, especially down south, are starting to get these delivery robots. It's unnecessary for spending from the school. It's also maintenance. Up here in the Northeast, how do these robots deal with the weather? Snowstorms, are they really going to work? It also misses a huge student employment opportunity that we provide. I would like to think that the schools rather have student engagement, students helping other students, rather than these robots walking around delivering food. What is the marketing plan? Once we get onto a campus, hopefully University of New Haven, they want to show off that they have a new employment opportunity for students. So they're going to help us with marketing. They're going to email all their student population, let them know that we have this great idea. We'll be able to open up tables and flyers, put them on campus to be able to answer questions firsthand. With that, word of mouth. Let's say I'm hanging out with my friend, knock at the door, he gets WOW right to his door. Oh, how'd you get that? Oh, I delivered, got it from On the Go. Or if someone asks, oh, do you have a job on campus? Yeah, I deliver for On the Go. Also, merchandise. Let's say after we see that you're a loyal customer, you make 10 orders or 10 deliveries, we could give you a hat, sticker, shirt, whatever that may be, just to wear on campus, show off, and spread the word. And of course, Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok. With this, the target market, I'll scroll on that app for hours. So we could start an ambassadors program where we reach out to students, or students reach out to us. And we're like, hey, we'd like to help expand our brand, get it known amongst campus. So for example here, it's on Snapchat. Love ordering my favorite on-campus food right to my door, #On the Go. Use my code for a 1 month free subscription when you sign up. So we could give them a code to spend their friends so they get deals, and then they could also get a deal for being an ambassador. Source of revenue, 25% service fee for every order, 10% goes to us. I left the example there. Also an on-the-go subscription. Students have the option to pay $4.99 a month or $20 a semester, which would be 5 months. This would prioritize orders. So let's say it's a busy day, a lot of orders coming in. As soon as you put in your order, it goes right to the top. As well as exclusive deals on food and merchandise. This, of course, is all estimates, but starting year one, which would be the fall 2023 semester, give us the first half of the year to actually develop the apps, which would be in the expenses, marketing, website development, all that. The ask, market and advertise efficiently to gain traction from colleges, universities, and of course the students, as well as application development. The use of funds, like I said before. And the next steps, mailing lists, social media, contacting schools, making a team, getting the developers, and then of course building and completing the app. Once we get that, we're going to be able to help students get on the go. I want to thank you all for listening. My phone and email are listed there. If you have any questions, let me know. Well, thank you.
Thank you, Jan. Let's hear from the judges.
So I like the concept, I really do. This is something similar we had at one of the other competitions a while back for student-to-student transportation, which I think is so important, knowing that you have a safe community, you know, your peers delivering food. I think it's a great idea. And having not eaten lunch or breakfast this morning, I can appreciate this because it'd be great to have food delivered right in front of me. So one question I did have on your slide, if you go back for expenses, revenue, are you a marketing guy or what's your business management?
Business management, focus in marketing.
All right, if you ever get this up and running, hire a CFO.
Yes.
But I really do like.
Yeah, no, I knew the expenses were.
So, yeah, because you really like, especially if it's,
right.
if it's your own app,
Yeah.
you'll be in the millions of dollars to build
Right.
that. So you would have to kind of take your investments and hit lots of universities, but I think it could really.
Right. Well, for
make
the,
some
for the application, we would have to, go out to, to get it developed here in the U.S. would be.
Yeah.
I looked it up. Like Uber spends $60,000 to create theirs, where in India the pay rate is like.
You can do
like
better
a
with
fourth of
overseas,
that.
yeah.
So it'd be like $5,000.
Projections aside.
Right.
I really like the concept and you did a great job presenting. I love your energy.
Thank you.
Can you just walk me through how that delivery process works? Is it going to be a closed circuit, like, so it's only on campus?
Right, so let's say you would go to sign up, it would have you provide your information like your student ID, your login, and then we would verify that you're actually a student at the school. And then it would automatically put you on the, it's take your meal plan, sign up with that, and then it would automatically make you both a consumer and an employee if you want to do either or.
And then following up on what I asked the last person, in terms of customer support, how do you envision the customer support side? There's always an issue when you start something like this. So who's to go to, and not just today, but going forward? These ambassadors, and they're going to be somebody who's going to serve as the point person.
Right, well, I mean, going forward, I'm the only guy here, but the ambassadors could help us, but also we kind of depend on students signing up and a good experience. Just kind of, like I said, word to mouth would be kind of our biggest thing, as well as university marketing it themselves. I'm sure the university wouldn't want, a broken business, like if it's, there's malfunctions and all that stuff. I'm sure they wouldn't want that on their campus. So they would also hopefully assist with the customer support side of that. That answers your question.
Can you just put that back? Go back.
Yeah.
Slide back up again.
So it's pretty much a breakdown of, there's student population here, anywhere up to 1,000 signups, I guess, on year one, and then it just kind of breaks down the revenue. Let's say they order, once every other day, with the percentage fees, and then there's 114 days a semester, and then the subscription. If they, let's say, only 125 students sign up for that, it kind of breaks down the number I got from year one, which was 16,000 around there.
Do you have a number of how many employees you would need to service that?
I do not. I mean, assuming that 1,000 students sign up, you got to, let's say half of them are on for the employee side, or maybe a quarter of that.
Last time, have you done any surveys or pilot?
I actually have, yes. I had posted a survey on my social media saying, hey, it wasn't like really in depth. It was like, hey, explain the premise of what the business is, and if this was on your campus, would you sign up as an employee or as a consumer, either or? And I ended up getting, it was like out of like 100 people, I think I got like 75. And it wasn't just from New Haven too. It was like all these bigger schools, which I feel like this would be like more marketable to them, because the reason I came up with this is my friend from Clemson ended up walking 15 minutes to a Chipotle he has on campus, and it was raining, and I was on the phone, whatever. So, but the bigger schools, I feel like it would be a big help to them.
So do you have that survey anywhere in the?
I don't. I didn't add that.
So yeah, I would add that in.
Okay.
That's great data to have.
All right.
You want to show for front of a banker or an
Right.
investor client, you want to show them that great data. So I like it. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
job, our presenters. We do have one more. Team Transitor, who is coming, Devesh. Let's wait for him and give the judges a few more seconds to complete their scores.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
So myself, Devesh Patel, and I am representing Transitor. Do you know how even the smallest item such as pen reaches your table? Well, it gets manufactured at some big factories, and from those factories, it is shipped to warehouses or distribution centers or diesel trucks, and from those warehouses, it is shipped to retailers or end users using intra-city logistic delivery vehicles. Right now in India, there are more than 3 million vehicles which are used for delivering goods within the cities. And the owners of these fleets faces one common problem, the problem of rising fuel prices and shrinking profit margins. Due to the fluctuating fuel prices, they are also not able to make the fixed price contracts with the different companies. On top of this, there are stricter getting emission norms which are enforced by government in the form of entry restrictions to the vehicles, or they also put the extra taxes on those vehicles. To this problem, we have come up with a very simple idea. The idea is to switch these old diesel fleets to electric by simply converting them and replacing their diesel powertrain to electric powertrain. So how exactly an electric powertrain looks like? Instead of engine, there is a motor which is a prime mover in electric powertrain, and then there is a big battery pack which fuels this motor. Other than that, there are other power electronics which supplies the power to the subcomponents such as headlights and horns. So on the right is the picture of ours, the old vehicle which is converted to the, and on the left is the on-road testing that we are doing, the retrofitted vehicle. So regarding the performance, our electric powertrain will give an equivalent performance to that of a diesel powertrain. In fact, it is designed to carry a heavier loads and to perform at the steeper slopes. So while discovering the customer, what we found was this is a cost-driven industry. You guys might have shifted your home several times. Did you remember like paying premium to any logistic mover for using the new car? No. What matters to them is how much dollar you pay, for how much tons, and for how much mile. So just to give you an idea, if you move your goods on the diesel-based vehicle, it will cost you somewhere around $5 for 100 kilometers, that's 62 miles. And the same thing on electric, it will cost just $1.5. So you are nearly saving three times. Right now in India, the biggest competitor or the highest selling product in the diesel vehicle is the Tata Ace XT. They have sold nearly 2 million vehicles since last 10-15 years. In electric, there is a Mahindra e-Supro, which is a new vehicle which is sold at nearly double the price at that of the diesel vehicle. So that is one of the, again, a barrier due to which people are not adopting a new electric vehicle. And we at Transitor we want to price our vehicle nearly to that of the diesel, and the best part that we are focusing right now is on providing the best total cost of ownership, lowest total cost of ownership by reducing the price of our components so that we can increase the adaptability of a vehicle. On top of this, how are we going to reduce this price? So the idea is to cut down our import cost after the components by importing. We are planning to make them locally by partnering with the different fabricators, and after fabricating, we will fabricate it locally so that we can cut down the price of those components. And further, we are planning to go to the market initially by leasing our vehicle to the different ULBs and different fleet aggregators such as Uber Logistics and so that we can create the awareness into the market. And later on, through our retrofitment center, we will start selling our vehicles directly to the market. So TRX is our retrofitment kit, in which we earn nearly 10 to 20% of margin. And for vehicle leasing, that's our initial stage. We will go ahead with we are pricing it around $524 per month, in which we have nearly 30% margin. And there are after-sales service components. And in the last is the telematics system, which will provide the dynamic diagnostic system to the fleet owners. They can track, trace their vehicle. The last two will sort of give us a recurring revenue to our companies. In all, we plan to sell around 50 vehicles in the first half, in the first year, and then will increase our numbers later on. So for the first year, our earnings are negative, which we think will be positive in the later years with the increase of sales. So right now we are already doing a lot of research. We have developed several components locally and are undergoing the homologation process. And this fund, we would like to utilize the Smerd pitch funds for finishing our R&D and pilot testing. And then once we are done with our with that stuff, we will be establishing a facility, a retrofitment center, and then we will going ahead with the final homologation and certification. And then we'll next move on to the building up our inventories. So why TRX? In all, TRX gives a solution. It helps the customer to switch to electric in a much more affordable way. It will help the fleet owners to be more profitable. And on top of this, there are a lot of government policies which is pushing it. So there are recently, a Delhi government have put down a ban on the diesel vehicle completely after next 5 years. So that is something that will that is a big incentive for companies like us, because in this short period of time, it is not possible for any big companies to fulfill this need. And there are a lot of such policies which will encourage us to move ahead. In all, it's a right time to enter the market. So this was a recent presentation that I did against the Chief Minister of our state. Here is my team. So it's a diverse team from the different background, electrical, mechanical, and Yagnesh, me, Alay, Rahul, Tejas, and there are other people also. In all, we are the change enablers. We help people to get transition from to better alternatives. We are transitor. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Devesh, for presenting Transitor to us. Let's hear from the judges and see what questions they have.
Cost of electricity continues to rise worldwide. So how are you factoring the increase of cost of electricity into your model?
Okay, so even it rises to any extent, it will still be profitable. So we have like 3 times. So we are like 3 times that cost of the diesel here. So no matter it will rise even to double, we will still the operations will be still the profitable. So when I compare it with the diesel fuel, the cost of the diesel will obviously rise to that extent. Again, it's not going to come down. So yeah, there will be always a margin in that. Yes.
And from the marketing perspective, I guess I was just a little confused. I might have missed something. The company name is Transitor, but then you mentioned the TR.
TRX is the model name that we have given.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. So that I think was just missed a little bit from the marketing side.
So TRX is something that we want to name this particular model that we have built for the light commercial vehicle segment. Yes.
So in terms of the presentation side, I just don't see TRX here, and so you ended with it. So I was saying maybe incorporate that a little bit more into
Yeah, sure.
overall presentation.
So these are like different revenue sources for us, our products and services names. So there is a TRX, which is a direct, which will be selling directly to the market, and then there is a lease model. We will be partnering with the different companies, and there is after-sales service components, and then there are Transitor Connect service that is again on a subscription basis. Yes.
Really interesting. When I think of trucking, I think of going longer distances. Is there an advantage to having electric over diesel in this? So if somebody wants to go for an extended, I always think of electric, you have a certain amount of time that you have to plug it.
Yes, that's a wonderful point. When we were studying the customers, what we found is most of the intra-city deliveries, their daily average was not more than 100 kilometers, so not more than 60 miles, because those vehicles are meant for delivering the goods within the cities.
Okay, that's what I think.
I'm the difficult judge, I apologize. So, the specific target market is last mile delivery in India.
Yes, right now, that's what we are doing.
Okay. And that particular vehicle, you're building from scratch or you're retrofitting older vehicles?
We are retrofitting the older vehicles.
Okay, that is where I was a little bit confused, because initially I was, okay, these are retrofits, kind of cool, and then at the end I see like a new vehicle there. So you're gonna bring it in, retrofit it, put your sticker on the outside, polish it up, send it out.
Exactly.
Okay. If not, I'll only take a small fee for giving you that extra. No, so, and last, infrastructure-wise, and we have electrical grid infrastructure problems in the US. Someone says like, when you plug in your electric vehicle, it's like 80 refrigerators at night. So can the grid in India handle this increased need for 80 refrigerators a night being plugged into someone's home? Is that a realistic example?
Okay, so to answer that, again.
Roughly.
Okay, so just to give you an idea, the tech that we have adopted runs on a simple 3 kilowatt power socket.
Yeah, yes.
It doesn't need any fast charger.
DC, battery pack.
No DC battery pack. We don't want to increase the cost of the battery pack. So we don't want to increase the burden for them. So they run this vehicle just for 8 hours a day, and the rest of the time it's
60 miles, 100 kilometers.
Yeah, so they can finish the trip in 8 to 10, maximum 8 hours a day, and the rest of the time it's idly sitting in the parking. So they can simply plug it to any household socket, and then good to
So
go.
it could be plugged in. That was my follow-up question. There's no particular charging station.
No.
You're plugging into a typical.
Simple AC chargers. That's what we call it.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Devesh, and everyone for presenting us your wonderful business ideas. I am pretty sure the judges are having a very difficult job to do, so why don't we give them some time to deliberate, and everyone can enjoy a couple of refreshments that we have and food. I suppose we can break for about 20 minutes and come back in 20-25 minutes. All right, so thank you everyone for coming back. I think the most exciting part of tonight is now. I want to start by thanking all the presenters for their wonderful presentations, for walking us through their business journeys. Let's give them a round of applause. And I also want to mention that regardless of the outcome or crowd favorite and the top 2 teams, you are all winners in a way, because you have gone through all this hard work over the past 5 weeks. I know how hard you worked. You persevered through my sessions, so that was something you should be commended for. So please don't get discouraged if you're not in the crowd favorite or the top 2 teams. Keep pushing, keep pursuing your dream, okay? And with that, I'm going to start first with the crowd favorite, move on to the second place, and then first place. So crowd favorite. Drum roll. Good. Crowd favorite is Party Buff.
There you go.
Hold on. Button.
Okay.
Congratulations, Party Buff. We'll move on with the second place. The second place is On the Go.
Wait, is this Stop it.
Congratulations, Aiden, and On The Go. And now we have the last announcement, the first place. And the winner is Zootopia. Congratulations. Alright, what a wonderful night. Great pitches, great job everyone. I would like to close up tonight's event by thanking a couple of people. I want to start thanking again our generous sponsor, Peter Smerd. Let's give him a round of applause. Our Dean Kench, for his support of not only the competition but our Entrepreneurship Club in general. We had several different workshop leaders who have helped the participants get ready for tonight. A couple of them I see here tonight: John Jones, Brian Marks, Al Carbone, Jeff Glick. So let's give them all a round of applause. We wouldn't be here ready for tonight without their precious help, so thank you so much. I also want to thank the Entrepreneurship Club e-board, all of them, Amaya, thank you all so much for being so hardworking over the past few months in making this possible. Before I let everyone enjoy the refreshments and connect a little bit, I would like to recommend all of the, I would like to ask all of the presenters to come here for a group photo with the judges, please, and our dean. We can have a last group photo, and then you can enjoy refreshments and connect. Thank you all so much. I hope we can see you again next year. Enjoy. Good evening, everyone.